Yo, yo, here we go. It's Gino with Rodrigo. Rodrigo, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good.
Yeah.
Really, really, really good, actually. I
Mhm.
spent a little bit of time, extra time in bed this morning. Uh,
Good.
so I feel refreshed. I've been for a run this morning, and now I'm talking to one of my favorite people, so it's all good. We have some people in the chat saying hello already. So we
Hello,
have
Cedar.
Amina.
Hello, Amina.
So Amina says hello, Rad and Gina. Hello, Amina. How's it
How
going?
are you?
I
How's
hope
the
you're
weather
well.
in Canada? Tell us.
I should imagine it's cold in Canada, no?
Yeah, might be.
And then we have Cedar as well. So Cedar's
Yeah.
saying good morning. Good morning from Brazil.
Very good morning, actually.
Yeah.
Um,
Good afternoon from Manchester, Cedar. Here it's 1 p.m. So bit of a time difference going on, but everything's good. So how was your weekend, Rod?
my weekend was busy because I worked yesterday, as I told you, and today I'm going to work a little bit more
Okay.
because on weekends I work on things for the channel, and because during the week I have to work with my students and classes and everything, so I take the weekend to relax a little bit and also to work on the channel and do the things, special events like this one. Like being with you is always a pleasure, and talking about this project that we decided to do together is amazing. So, and I want to see what people say in chat and ask us already. Also,
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this great English news report project. I think this is
hmm
number 4, so we're 4 months in.
yeah,
But we just want to assure everybody out there that we've got plenty of good ideas coming up,
hmm
plenty of good things to see, and of course things are almost normal here again. So pretty soon I'm going to be
hmm
doing my video that I promised you I was going to do, Rod,
yeah, yeah,
in one of my favorite places. And it's going to be prepositions of locations mixed in, as well as
yeah,
showing you some of the most famous things in
yeah. You
Blackpool.
owe me a video and I owe you a T-shirt because I have to send it to you, but I'm not allowed yet. I
Can you still not
will.
send the T-shirt?
No, I
No.
will. I will send it soon. I hope. But things are fine here. Things are starting to get uh, faster to help people, and I hope it ends soon. I am really hopeful. But during this pandemic, I've learned a lot of things because I've made a lot of friends, and I've learned to have even more mind control because going in lockdown and having to follow strict rules, it was something that was really either you accept it and learn how to deal with it. You went through the same, of course, because I have to tell you guys that I have the privilege to talk with this, uh, I would say boy, but he doesn't like it, with this young man every week. And hello, Wanya, how are you? Welcome. Um, and we have the chance to exchange many ideas. And I have to tell you that I have learned a lot with him. For me, he's a younger brother because I am 5 years ahead of him. But I've learned a lot from him, mostly with this project. When he proposed for us to do the chocolate video, I almost died because I'm crazy about chocolate. And I said, Gino, I'm going to eat only one during recording, or else I'm going to eat the whole box.
Yeah,
So, and I've learned a lot. A lot.
not as much
Not
as
as
I've
much as
learned
I've
from you,
learned from
mate.
you, mate.
But
No.
let me tell you
Let me tell you
something.
something.
I need
I
to
need
eat
to eat
less
less
chocolate
chocolate. Mm-hmm.
because I'm still heavy, still too heavy. I'm trying to lose some weight, so we're
Yeah.
good. Anya's in the chat. She says, hi, Rod and Cedar. Hello, Anya. How you doing? I hope you're well today. We've also got
Anya,
Ivona.
Anya is from Germany. Ivana is from Poland. I know where everybody's from already. We know.
Dzień dobry, Ivona. Dzień dobry. That's
Hello.
all I know. That's all I know in Polish. It means good morning, I think. If it's wrong,
Hello.
then she will correct me.
Welcome. There's another person now. Hold on.
Funan.
Nice to have you all here. I want you to send us questions about this project that we have together. If you want, Gino and I can tell you how the project was born. And it's always a pleasure to do this. And we never done it live. And we decided let's try and see what happens. And
Let's
Gino,
see.
you want to tell them what are the ideas that we have for the next ones?
Yeah. So what I like about this is it's forcing me to go to places. And I think people like that, especially the way I record, because it's like the camera looking out, so it's almost like you're there in the street. So there'll be plenty more of that. I'm gonna look for some places, maybe some local beaches. I'm gonna go to places like Southport, Blackpool, maybe some theme parks. You saw a couple of weeks ago, Rodrigo, that I was at the fairground with my children. We really like the fairground, but to be honest with you, I don't like the rides or the attractions that spin round. What about you? I don't know. How do you get on with fairground rides? Can you go on them? And
Yeah, I can, but we don't have many around because, as you know, I live in a very small town. And we have the same place that you went with the girls. We have the same kind in Brazil,
okay.
but they're not always in town. They come from time to time. There are rides and like bounce houses and things that the children like. And we spend a good deal of money because they said, Dad, I want this, I want that. And so, but we have kind of the same. But when you showed me, it would be nice if you told them the name of the fair. It's a carnival place, right?
Yeah, it's like
The girls.
it's like a carnival, but it's owned by a company called Silcox Fair. Some of the rides that are on there, they've got one called the Waltzer, and the Waltzer is you've got lots of circular cars which people sit in.
Yeah.
And the ride itself spins around, but the cars also spin. So you're spinning round, but you're also spinning on your car as well. And when I was a young boy, my mum took me on the fair, me and my friend, and we went on the Waltzer. And there was nobody else there, just us. So you've got the guys who work on there, and they spin the car. And they were spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, and I went green. I felt absolutely awful after that experience. It wasn't good at all.
Well, I am a little bit afraid of some rides, and when I see because they give us some directions and they say it's not good for pregnant women, I'm already out. So if pregnant women can go there, I'm not going as well. I don't like loopings as well. When I go to Disney with people, I've been there 2 times. One time in California and 2 times in Orlando. All the rides that said no pregnant women, I say I'm out. I'm not going.
I'm out. Not going on that.
I chicken out a little bit. Hello, Diego. Hello, everybody who's coming now.
Yeah, so we've got Emil. We've got Emil, who I've just put the comments up. Hello, Emil. How you doing? And of course, we have Diego as well. Let me get his comment up on the screen.
Emil, nice to meet you.
So then we've got Diego. How's it going, Diego? Hope you're doing well. Well, yesterday I had a bit of a mishap. It's the summertime here. I know you guys are in winter, yeah, at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, it's the summertime here, and in summertime you get lots of weeds that grow in your garden. So I went to the DIY store and I bought some weed killer to kill the weeds and the roots, so then I don't have to keep pulling them up every time they show. And I have like a spray bottle. So what you do is you mix some of the weed killer with water, and it's inside this bottle which has like a dispenser on the top. And you have to pump it up so the pressure builds, and then you can spray. So I took it out onto the front, and I was pumping the bottle up to build the pressure, and I put that much pressure in the bottle that the bottle just completely burst. It exploded everywhere in the garden. I had weed killer all over my legs, which wasn't good.
Your Saturday wasn't quite a good one, right? Because there was a lot of bumps yesterday for you.
I had one of them days where things were just a little bit unlucky. But before I tell you about that, I'm just going to get something up on the screen. So we've got Anya, who says that this kind of merry-go-round, like I mentioned previously, is called a break dancer in Germany.
I love the name. I love the name break dancer. It's like seems like poetry, Anya. So break dancer. Nice.
Yeah, I've learned something new there. Thank you.
Gino, let me tell you something. Yesterday I received a call. I think people are gonna laugh. It was a friend of mine. I was talking in English, and he asked me, "Why are you speaking so British?" Because I am starting to cut the R's into. Sometimes, like I said, I read now break dance because of Agnes, and I said maybe because I'm talking too much to Gino, but when I see it happens, as I said, and then he said, "You have to decide where you go, American or British." I said, "It doesn't matter. I mix both, and it's fine." So it was really funny for me. I couldn't tell that I was doing this, but with breakdance, I could see that I was chopping off the R at the end.
You'll be talking like like a northern Englishman before we know it.
I'll be the Jon Snow from Palmitau, the name of my city, the Jon Snow from Palmitau, from Game of Thrones. Yeah. I'm joking.
So we've got Cedar who says that one's for you, Rod. Do you want to read it out?
Rod, I loved Disney rides. I went to almost all the attractions. Cedar, when it says that there's a looping, I'm out. So I'm scary of some rides. I'm sorry. Roller coasters are not for me. I went to Space Mountain once, and I had to close my eyes, or else I thought I would die. Anya says, "You can go, Gino, now."
Yeah, so she says she likes the attractions, but she dislikes the crowds. Yeah, sometimes when it gets a little bit congested or there's too many people, some people don't like that. I think they call it, there's an actual phobia of crowds. I think it's called claustrophobia. So I think when people feel like there's a lot of people around them, they get claustrophobic and they don't like it very much. Amina's asked me a question here as well. So Amina's asked me how the weather is. Well, I can show you. I'll just take a little walk, and we'll go and look through the front window to see how the weather is here in Wigan today.
Yeah.
So it's quite cloudy. Can you see that? Oh no, I don't think you can.
It's still now we can see.
So it's quite cloudy.
Yeah.
But we did have some sun this morning. When I went running, it was nice and sunny. But the weather's gone cloudy now. But that's England for you, Sometimes we get sun, sometimes we get rain, and that's the way it is.
And we're having a field trip in your house as well, so you are showing around the house. Yeah,
I've actually made two little friends. I don't know if you can see, but there's a cat on the wall in the back garden. Can you see the cat there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's two cats. They're my next door neighbours, and they're new. They're only kittens, so they've only just been allowed to come out of the house. and they've been scared of me. They've been every time I go out the back door, they'll run away or they'll run off. But then yesterday, I took some ham into the back garden and I give them both some ham.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're constantly sat on the wall looking through the window at me,
Mm-hmm.
as if to say, "Come on, we want some more ham. Come and feed us again."
Well, I'm afraid of big dogs and some kinds of cats. But I have a dog. I have a pet dog, and she's very nice. But once a dog has thrown me on the floor, and I was walking, and I got a little bit traumatized, and I was afraid of big dogs since then. But I love dogs. Um, you're going to get each other's accents. I hope
Yeah,
so, and I just hope that he doesn't get my redneck accent from Brazil, Sida, because you know. But Gino, I have a question for you. In this project of ours, what do you like most besides making the video separately? Because we don't see each other. You record, I record, and we blend everything together.
sorry. Can you repeat that, Rodrigo? I was just reading something. Sorry.
What do you like most in this project of ours? Because I record separately, you record separately, and we blend everything together.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to work with someone else because,
Mm-hmm.
as you know, as I've explained to you,
Mm-hmm.
for the first couple of years when I started creating content for YouTube, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't really do any collaborations. I didn't approach anybody to collaborate with me. I
Mm-hmm.
was just, but I like it. I like collaborating.
Mm-hmm.
Brent at American English with this guy, he's invited me onto his channel a couple of times on the live stream, and I enjoy it. I enjoy working with other people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's good because we're doing this regularly now, every month. It's
Yeah.
a recurring project,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's good. It's an opportunity to build relationships, to
Yeah.
share ideas, and
Mm-hmm.
to learn things. Obviously,
Yeah. What I like most is because it gives me the idea that I'm there, seeing with my very own eyes, as you say, everything that you're showing. You know, that's your
yeah,
friend Andy there. So.
yeah. And Andy is a childhood friend of mine. We grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go playing. We used to do lots of things. We had a group of friends that we used to mate around with.
Mm-hmm.
We used to get up to lots of mischief, as I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure Andy will tell you. But we used to play roller hockey and things like that. But yeah, we're still in contact. Andy's a
Mm-hmm.
great guy. Andy,
Mm-hmm.
how you doing, mate? I hope you're all right. Then we've got Anja, who's come back. So she's saying the weather in Poland is great recently. Don't know why it's so cold in Germany last few weeks. Beach vacation in Poland. That sounds good. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
I, I need a beach vacation as well, or a beach holiday, we would say
Yeah.
in British English.
Yeah. We,
Uh,
we have Julia Elise and Vito also just dropped in.
yeah, so we got Julia Elise. Hello,
Hello.
Julia. Hope you're doing all right. And where's Vito? I'm just trying to find his comment.
Yeah, he was.
Here he is.
Hello,
Hello,
welcome.
Vito. Welcome.
Another Brazilian. He speaks very good English as well. So
All right, okay.
yeah.
I think Portuguese is the next language I need to learn.
If you say you need another teacher besides me, I'll leave the live right now.
No, when I do make the decision to learn Portuguese, I think you will be my teacher,
Yeah,
Rodrigo. I ain't gonna
yeah.
ask anybody else to do that.
Of
But
course.
we'll see. We'll see. I think the main reason why I haven't embarked
Hmm.
on learning Portuguese so far
Hmm.
is basically time. I have a lot of Spanish
Yeah.
Spanish language exchanges, so I'd have to keep on top of that as well. But maybe in the future, when I have more
Yeah.
time, then
When you learn the ropes, then you're done. It's very close to Spanish, you know.
yeah, there's a
Um,
lot of similarities. So I think it'd be quite. it'd be quite easy transition.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And do you guys in chat have any ideas that we can do for the next episodes of Great? Because we do it every month and we record for the last Sunday of the month. Where are you going to spend your summer holidays, Gino and Rod? I don't
Well,
know.
well, that depends because it depends if I'm able to go abroad. But I'd love to get over to Spain. Spain's just easy for me because it's
Mhm.
close. It's cheap for me to go there, and I have a friend who lets me stay at his house when I go over there. So it's a nice, cheap little trip for me. I'm hoping to get away with the children as well. So
Mhm.
hopefully I can go on holiday with the children
Mhm.
and we'll make some good memories.
Ivona, there's so many places that I would like to go that I don't even know, even in Brazil, because I miss traveling so much. I have the travel bug, as we say. I love traveling. And there's been a long time that I don't travel. The last time I traveled was January 2020. I went to Rio for work and I spent 3 days there.
That
There's a
sounds good.
question from Diego to you.
Yeah, do you live near to the King Power Station? I don't know what that is.
Stadium.
Yeah,
Stadium.
the King Power Stadium. I'm not reading correctly. Let me Google that. I don't. Is it a football stadium? Because if it is, I don't follow football. That's why I don't know it.
Diego's crazy about football. Diego drives me insane with sports because I don't understand anything. But he's a great guy, an awesome friend, a very good friend of mine.
Ah, right. So it's a stadium. It's in Leicester.
Yeah.
I don't know what team it's. Oh, Leicester City. So it's
Mm-hmm.
Leicester City's football ground.
Mm-hmm.
Um, maybe Leicester isn't too far away from here, so maybe I could
Mm-hmm.
go and record up there and show you. I don't know. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that can be an episode of Great
Mm-hmm.
where we go and record at a
Yeah.
few local football stadiums.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you have any stadiums close to you, Rod, but I have a few near to me here.
We have a stadium for two, let's say 2,000 people, and it's closed. But let me tell you, my city has 20,000 people only. I don't know, but we can see something and record.
So
Um,
Anya is saying actually you could make lessons about football because of both events in Europe and South America, or about holidays, vacations, and how you
mhm,
can spend free time with your families. Yeah, that's a good idea.
mhm.
Now things are open again. When I do start taking the kids on days out to theme parks and stuff like that, I plan on recording there and showing you guys some of that stuff.
Mhm.
Do you have candy floss at the fairground over there, Rod?
We do. I love it, by the way. We do. She also asks, how do we like to spend time with our families? But go with Andy first.
No, Andy's just saying it's a couple of hours drive, I'd say, to Leicester. I think actually Leicestershire is where I did the skydive.
Yeah.
I jumped out of an aeroplane. It was it's a parachute centre called Black Knights Parachute Centre. But I was absolutely petrified.
Mhm.
When the doors opened and I knew I had to jump, I was telling the guy because I was attached to another guy who was an expert, and I was saying, no, I don't want to jump, I don't want to jump, and then he jumped anyway, and I was trying to grab hold of something, trying to grab hold of the plane, anything to stop me from
Crazy.
falling.
You're
Um,
crazy, G. I
yeah,
think
so
that's why we're friends. Oh, look who's here. Sean,
yes, Sean, how you doing, brother?
welcome. Nice to see you.
Sean is going to be making a return to YouTube, so
Yeah,
you can expect some really high quality content
yeah. We hope so.
because his video editing skills are just like on a completely another level.
I
Uh,
agree.
I
I
don't even know
agree.
how to explain some of the editing that Sean does. It's just unbelievable,
Mm-hmm.
really
And
good.
let me just ask Anya's second
Sean
part.
says he's doing well, so that's good. I'm glad to hear that,
Awesome,
Sean.
awesome. I love his editing skills when he did a car video where there's a camera inside the car and he shows absolutely everything. That video is insane, you know.
Yeah, I forgot what you call them now, but it's one of them videos where you can maneuver yourself around the
Yeah,
car.
yeah,
Just
yeah. That is
un,
insane. He, he's crazy.
unbelievable.
He's crazy talented. Yes. Anya, you asked me how I spend time with family, you know, Gino as well. Well, my children know that I work hard, and I like my younger son comes to me, Dad, have you finished? You know, like around the time that he knows that I'm finishing, because there's a flight of stairs in my bedroom for me to exercise a little bit. And he comes to me and says, have you finished working? And I said, no, not yet. And then he goes down and after lunchtime for us, I always teach Diego after lunchtime. And they are also with his older brother fighting and playing all the time. And Diego can listen to it and we laugh sometimes, but it's fun, you know, to have my children to know that I work hard and I like what I do. What about you, Dino? How
Yeah,
is
so
your?
when it comes to spending time with the
Mhm,
girls, we love to go roller skating.
mhm,
We have two roller rinks
mhm,
here locally to me, both less than 4 miles away. Um, I've always liked roller skating. Andy, who's in the chat, Andy McClyman, he used to play roller hockey with us when we were kids. So I've always
mhm,
enjoyed it. So yesterday, however, we tried to go, but the girls had left the roller skates at the mother's house, and the mum tends to work late because she runs a pub.
mhm,
So when we went in the morning, she was still asleep, which is to be expected. So we couldn't get the roller skates. Then we
mhm,
tried to go swimming, but that
mhm,
didn't work out either because you have to book due to this coronavirus stuff.
mhm,
But yeah, we like to go skating. We like to go walking. If
mhm,
it's sunny, we like to go to the beach. There's a couple of really nice beaches near here. Maybe not nice in comparison to South America, but
mhm,
as far as the beaches go here, they are quite nice. There's a place called Lytham St Anne's, which is near Blackpool, which is the
mhm,
place where I'm going to shoot the video for you, Rod, on prepositions of location. And there's some little beach huts on the front there,
mhm,
and you can rent them out. And they have all the mod cons, so they have a radio inside. They have a microwave, a fridge, so you can go and get yourself some drinks and stuff, and keep them in the fridge, keep them cold. And it's just a really beautiful place, really good place for making
mhm.
memories.
What is it? I never asked you that. What is it you like to do when you have time for yourself? After work, when you're home? What do you like to do most?
Okay, so I never actually get a lot of actual free time,
Yeah,
but
I can tell.
I enjoy reading. I like to read not only material that suits my own worldview,
Mm-hmm.
but I also read material from people who don't share my worldview as well, because
Mm-hmm.
I like to put my worldview to the test in the marketplace of ideas. So
Mm-hmm.
if I have a worldview, philosophy just interests me. Origins of the universe,
Me too.
um, the origins of us, mankind, things like that
Mm-hmm.
really, really, really interest me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do sometimes like to play computer games as well. I have an Xbox in the front room, so I play on the Xbox with the children as well, because I can play simultaneously with them while they're at a different location. So when they're at the mum's,
Yeah.
I play Fortnite with them. So yeah, that's what I like to do in my spare time. I like to read. I like to exercise, meditate, things like that.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I tried to meditate, but I never could because once I think I'm not thinking about anything, I'm already thinking about something, you know, that I'm not thinking about anything. So, but I wish I could do that. Um,
Yeah. So Sean says that fantastic quality of video. Thank you. But he's saying that StreamYard seems to work well. Sean,
Thank you.
once you get back in business, mate, then we'll have to work something out and do. Can you get 3 people onto a live stream, Rob?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
cool. Let's do that.
He could be a guest with us for another great live episode if he wants to. It would be amazing, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'd
and
love
I'm
I'd love
going
to get
and I'm
Andy
going
on
to
as well.
yeah, and
Sorry.
I'm going to get a little bit scared because I am a great fan of his as well, and we never talked like as we do now. And if I see him in front of me, I'm gonna be a little bit, wow, I'm talking to Sean, you know. But I think it's gonna be great. There's another question from Andy. If you want to,
Andy's saying if you want to see where humans evolved from, go to Poplar Avenue. Right. Basically, me and Andy, we grew up on a council estate in North Ashton, which is not too far from here. And the estate was a bit rough, to say the least. It was a bit of a rough estate. So what Andy's getting at there is that if you go to Popular Avenue on Downall Green Estate, then you'll see where humans evolved from, because they haven't fully evolved there. I think that's what he's trying to get at. That's really funny.
oh my God.
I'd like to get Andy on a live stream, you know, and come and flex some of his Wiganese, as we call it.
Yeah, it would be nice to see you guys talking.
So Sean's saying he's going to be back sometime start of August. I know Sean's been he's been really busy. I think he's been doing some home renovations.
Yeah.
That's what I understood last time I spoke to him.
I think it's nice to see everything around your city, because for us it's different. We have only the idea, mostly for me. When people talk about Europe, you just go, or England, we just go to London or something like that. But now that we are friends, I am learning more about other parts of the UK, you know. So because it's like Brazil. People have some ideas about Brazil that are misconceptions, you know. Like once they asked me if I would go to school hanging on trees, you know, because of the Amazon. I said no. So there are some misconceptions about the country because they only know about Carnival and about the Amazon, but it's not only that. And it's good to know. It's good to learn from you.
Yeah, do you know something? I've had a couple of my friends on the channel. I had my mate Dale on, who he speaks with like a Bolton accent because he's from Bolton, which is the next town in Greater Manchester. It's quite similar to our accent here, but there are some differences. So I've had Dale on. I had another guy on as well, Scott. He's from Carlisle, so his accent was quite different as well. Yeah. But not a lot of people are keen on coming on the channel. I've asked some of my friends from Wigan. Andy's up for coming on, but I've asked a couple of others, and they're just saying don't really fancy appearing on YouTube, Gino. But I understand.
Let me tell you something funny about accent. If you put me, Cida, Diego, and Vito, we all have different accents.
Wow.
Vito accent is closer to mine. Cida has the Carioca accent from Rio. She charmingly enough says work sometimes. And Diego has the Paulista accent, which is from São Paulo. And if you compare the four of us, Brazil is a melting pot of accents, you know. So we have a lot, I think 4 or 5, you know. So or even more. But it's nice to see. We should record together and show you guys. Cida talking, Diego talking, Vito talking. Although Vito doesn't like to appear on video, and but it would be nice. I like seeing people's accents. I think it's charming. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do. Maybe we could invite them to do maybe not a live stream, but like a group conversation and just record it on
Yeah.
Zoom or something like that. And
Yeah.
if you don't want to appear actually on video, you can just have. I'm assuming you
The
can just put.
audio. Yeah.
Yeah, you could just have the audio and just have your
Yeah.
initials or something. You don't have to appear.
Mm-hmm.
Andy's agreed to come on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a pleasure to have you on here, Andy. Definitely.
I'm gonna love to see it.
It'd be good. It'd be good actually if I could invite not only Andy but maybe invite a couple of other people who we used to mate around with when we were younger, and just have 3 or 4 of us on sharing some stories. I'm sure people would love that.
I think I talked a little bit with Andy on your last live stream. In chat, we were uh, joking a little bit, and it was cool.
Yeah, I think you had to be you had to be the bouncers for the live chat, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we had some troublemakers in the live chat.
Yeah. Julia has a question for you, as far as I could see, but I can see it now. I think it's a little.
Let me try and find it.
Was asking you to make some kind of video.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to mention before we reply to this next comment. I'm trying my very best to keep on top of the chat and try and make sure that we get people's comments up on screen, but it's not possible to get all of the comments up on screen. So if you have made a comment and I've missed it, please don't think I'm ignoring you. It's just that there's quite a lot of comments to keep on top of. So we've got Julia who says, Gino, is it possible to make a video while you are playing a game and commenting on the game? It is possible to do that because I know that other YouTubers make channels who only do that. But I'd have to look into how I'm going to do that. I don't know if it's possible to record the screen on an Xbox, but I can find out. I can do some research and I can find out because I think that's a really good idea. So thank you, Julia. Good idea that.
If I'm not mistaken, you can do that on StreamYard as well.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. So Cedar's saying, if you don't mind the mistakes, it would be a pleasure to chat with you. We all make mistakes. I even make mistakes in English. I think some of the non-native speakers of English who I meet actually speak better English than me. I actually have to tell Rodrigo all the time not to copy my horrendous grammatical errors that I make when I speak, because
That's true. That's true. He does. He tells me, "Don't copy me." I said, "No worries. I have to learn." But in Portuguese, we cut a lot of letters as well. We chop off R's. We chop off plurals. We don't care, you know. Like Cida, when we finished her class every week, we chat a little bit, and she has an easy laugh, which is fun, and she likes my accent sometimes. So when I am relaxed talking, and she starts laughing, and it's really good, right, Cida? So Julia's saying, go ahead, Gino.
So yeah, Julia's making the comment that she knows people who play games with English-speaking partners and learn the language just simply by playing the game. Do you know something? That would be a really good way of doing it. And I know people myself who do that, because you're not only having a conversation about how's your day been, what you're up to and stuff like that, but you're also giving instructions to each other. So you know, like say you're playing a game, you might say, "Come on, we need to go over here," and it's proper communication. So yeah, I think that's a really good idea, Julia. Maybe I should look for some Spanish speakers who like to play Fortnite and then have some games. So we got Sean. Oh, sorry, Andy, I clicked on yours. So
that's the other one.
It's when you go to click on one and then somebody writes a new comment, it moves. So Sean says, "Okay, my friends, I have to go for morning coffee." Yeah, Sean, great to see you. Take care and let us know as soon as you're back. and we'll get something on the go. Okay, we'll get some projects done.
Thank you, sir. It's amazing to see you here, and good that you're coming back.
We've got Shaya. Hello, Shaya.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hello. How are you?
I also apologize if I mispronounce anybody's names as well.
Yeah.
You can tell me off in the comments if I do.
Yeah. I also say Shaya. Yes,
enjoys. I'll let you take that one, Rod.
Yeah, we laugh a lot in our classes. It's always a great time. Yes, see, the once a week you help me end my evening in a good mood, and I hope you are very well now. And see you next week. Sida's a great friend, and she's very dedicated, an amazing student. So it's very easy to teach her and to talk to her. We have more a conversation than a class. So she talks me things, she tells me things, and I talk back, and it's very nice. But it's nice. I love. Go ahead.
I've just seen a comment that I absolutely 100% agree with. Mm-hmm. So Vito is replying to Cedar, and he's saying that Rod is awesome. No. I 100% agree with that statement. In terms of teaching English experience, Rodrigo has far more experience than me. I don't even have any official classroom teaching experience.
Don't do that to me, Gino. Don't.
No, I don't though. I don't. The only reason I started creating content was because my language partners were telling me that I should, because they thought that I had some good methods. But in terms of experience, you're like levels above me, Rodrigo. Levels.
As I told you, Gino, I love English. Doesn't matter which English it is. But the English language has brought me a community of people and great people. And mostly we becoming friends for me was one of the most important things, because I ask you things, and because I think it's like this. I told Gino last week, and I'm going to tell you guys. A psychologist has to have another psychologist to help them when you are a psychologist. And I said, Gino, you're gonna help me when I need, because I need to get better. I want to get better because I'm always a work in progress. And can you do that? He said, yes, I can do it, but you don't need it very much. But I feel very comfortable around him, and I think that's where I'm learning even more. And I thank you for that, just for the conversations and all your support.
Rod has such a level of humility. Did you see how he did back then? We were paying him compliments, and he quickly changes the the subject onto something else. Rodrigo, yeah. You're awesome, brother. Don't ever forget it. We have Sabrina.
Sabrina, hi guys. I really love watching your videos. I like you both. Thank you so much. Thank you for your amazing comments. Thank you.
Yeah, that's something I was just going to pick up on then. While we're here on my live, I just want to say thank you to every single person who supports us week in, week out, and leaves us encouraging comments to continue doing what we're doing. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm sure that in the future we will get to see some of you in person. Maybe in the future we could organise some kind of event in a country somewhere and have a meetup with the community that we're building up online here. That'd be awesome.
The great community. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
it would be nice,
awesome.
There's a question from Shea.
Yeah, okay. I have a question. What's meant by black sheep? It is a title of an American movie. Okay, so there's two meanings. The first one is a literal meaning, so it's literally a black sheep. Sheep, for the most part, are white. So when when you're driving down the motorways here in the UK, you'll see a lot of fields on either side, and you'll see a lot of sheep, and all of them sheep are going to be white. It's very, very rare that you see a black sheep. But the other meaning is to be the black sheep of the family. And the black sheep of the family is the person who the family kind of push out or reject, or maybe they're it's because of their own behaviour, but it's a member of the family who the rest of the family tend to shun or leave out of things. That's what I would say is the black sheep of the family. Maybe Andy McClyman can comment what he thinks it means, because that's what it means to me.
They sometimes go against the rules. They don't apply. They don't like things, and they are considered troublemakers. So the family let them go.
Yeah, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually get the Google definition of it up. Let's see what it says. So
and he says kind of the odd one out, you know. So.
Yeah, exactly, Andy. That's a really good way.
Odd one out, yes.
Really good way of explaining it. Let's see what the actual dictionary definition of it is. It's just taking me a while to type it out. Family meaning. The black sheep is an idiom used to describe a member of a group different from the rest, especially within a family, who does not fit in. So yeah, Andy, absolutely spot on with your explanation. The odd one out. Let's see some more comments. Cedar saying Roddy's more than awesome. I definitely agree with that. We've got Anya.
Bye, Gino.
But Gino, you have a nice accent, and I like your lessons about the common things. Yeah, that's if I was to try and teach grammar and things like that. I have done some grammar videos, but it's not really my place of expertise. So I just prefer to teach the everyday things, because that's more my bag, as we would say.
Yeah, I agree. I told Gino many times that I think he's a genius by teaching this way, and he, as humble as he says that's not true. But I think the world should know this way he teaches. So
we got Anya. She's saying, "Ooh, I don't even know how to pronounce that." She's teaching us how to say black sheep in German.
I don't even know how to say that. Sorry, my dear friend.
Let's try. Anya, you can tell me how terrible I pronounce it.
Schwarzschaff.
Schwarzes Schaff.
Schwarzschaff. Might be like that.
I'm sure that we both pronounced it absolutely wrong.
Gino, in Portuguese, you're gonna say black sheep very, very, because you speak Spanish. Ovelha negra.
Yeah, it's very, very similar, isn't it? In Spanish, sheep is oveja.
Ovelha negra.
It's more or less the same. Oveja negra.
Yeah. Ovelha negra. Same meaning in Germany.
Yvonne is teaching us some Polish, I think. It's the same meaning in Polish.
Varna Vaka.
Woo! I can't pronounce that. I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Let's see how good we go. Oof. Zana Alka.
I don't know.
It's completely wrong.
Zarna. Okay. If we go with Czech Republic kind of thing, we are close, but let them say if we are correct or not.
So Andy's saying that my methods should be taught in schools to keep the students involved and excited.
I totally agree. I think
that's right. I think there needs to be a kind of a split. I think I've told you before, but the method I used to teach, I learned it from a great friend of mine, who's from Bogota in Colombia. His name's Jaime, and I want to get him on the channel, but he's reluctant to appear. So maybe I could just ask him to come on a video chat and just have the audio, so he doesn't his face doesn't appear, but it'd be great to get him on here and share some of his wisdom, because he's a truly knowledgeable guy. And it was thanks to Jaime actually that it was Jaime that took my Spanish to the next level. I think before I got to know Jaime around 3 or 4 years ago, I don't think my Spanish studies were doing too well. But since after I met him and he taught me his method, my Spanish started to improve.
Yeah.
So Shea is saying that German doesn't have vowels.
Yeah. And Anya said that you got it right, and I failed miserably, but my second try was good.
I've
Thank
missed
you
that.
so much.
I've missed that. Let's
It's
try
up
and find
Andy. She says Gino, and she puts a thumbs up sign. I use the
Yeah, I can see it now. I can see it. Julia's asked a question as well.
Yeah.
May I ask what the difference between based on and based off? My decision was based on or off. From where I'm sat, I think they mean the same thing.
They mean the same thing.
Yeah. It's just a different way of explaining the same thing.
Based on so and so's book, the stories like this, so you can use based on and based off interchangeably, I may say. So, no worries, choose the one you prefer.
Anja, we have a correction actually.
Yeah.
Anja's saying that we do have vowels in German. We do have vowels. I thought so. I thought we had a. I don't even know if they're the same. A, E, I, O, U.
Yeah.
A, E, I, O, U. Diego's commented. He's saying he used to just listen to the American accent, and now he's been watching some other British English teachers on YouTube, and he can say that his listening skills are improving. That's really good.
Yeah, his English is very high level. He's gone a long way, and he's very dedicated. He works hard concerning English, and I'm very proud of him. He's learning a lot.
Yeah, it's learning a language is it's a journey. It's a journey that never ends. It's a journey that never ends. I still learn words in my native language every week. I learn a new word. So yeah, that's whether it's something related to a specific topic or just a word in general. I tend to learn most of my new words when reading books, especially books about science things. I'll show you the book I'm reading at the moment. Actually, I'm reading a book called Darwin's Doubt, and it's by a guy called Dr. Stephen Mayer. So that's the book, Darwin's Doubt. Just get it right on the camera. And you can see there it says it's about the explosion of origin of animals. So it's basically presenting problems to the theory of evolution. Very, very interesting book. I'd highly recommend it. But let me tell you, you will make good use of a dictionary when reading that book, because I know I have so far.
I love reading about this as well, and biographies. I love biographies, so.
Yeah, I'll tell you a really interesting biography I actually read, and that was the biography of Alan Sugar. Very interesting, because he comes from very, maybe humble's not the right word, but very, very humble beginnings. Yeah, it maybe is the right word. He wasn't born into wealth or anything like that, and he's made an absolute fortune.
Amina and Julia have lovely comments for us, and Amina says, Rod and Gino, thank you so much for helping us. Julia says thank you to us, and it's a pleasure. We do this because we like it, And thank you guys for being here with us. It's amazing to be doing this.
So Yvonne has come back, and I don't even think she's not even commented on the pronunciation. Yeah. She's just said it's really difficult to read Polish, but thanks for trying.
Yeah, we always try. We know that we have to learn it a little bit more, you know.
Definitely. So Andy's made a comment here. He said he loves sentences in books with words that he has to look up in the dictionary. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it keeps him excited to learn if it makes sense.
Me too. I agree. I learn every day, and actually, to tell you the truth, I don't know about you, but I learn a lot from my students. You know, I learn from them because when we are doing mostly conversation classes, they tell me stories, and it's kind of a therapy, and I learn a lot, and I see the way they perceive things. For me, it's amazing. You know, oh, I didn't think that way. So it's kind of a therapy because I don't ask them like cliche questions, if you know what I mean. What did you have for lunch today, or this kind of things? You know, we talk about life, and I learn a lot from their perceptions and everything.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think every single person you come across in life knows something that you don't, and that really interests me. And I think it's important to listen when people are speaking to you. Whenever anybody speaks to me, I always listen, because the likelihood is that they're going to tell me something that I didn't know. So yeah. Every day is a school day. So we've got Mr. Aldehane. Gino, do you do private lessons? I don't. I have a website, and when I first set that website up, I did put on the website that I do tuition if people want it. But I don't have any students at the moment. And to be honest, my week is that busy. I don't think I have the time, because I work a full-time job. I exercise. I learn languages myself. I don't really have the time to take on private lessons at the moment. But maybe in the future, I can. Who knows? But at the moment, I'd have to say I'm not taking any private students at this moment. But thank you for your inquiry. Who else have we got here?
There's a question: outset and begging.
The same thing. So hi, outset and begging are the same thing. I don't think I understand that question. Do you understand that, Rod?
I can see them separately, but I don't see the connection they might have. You know.
Yeah. Can you try and rephrase that, Ramet?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
We'll try and get that answered for you if you can rephrase it. Shia says, "Do you use smart cookie sarcastically?" No, in English we would say smart ass. So if someone's being they come across as they always think they're right, or they think they're trying to be clever, then we would call them a smart ass. What's your opinion on that, Rod?
I agree. We are more smart ass than smart cookie.
Yeah. So yeah, if you call someone a smart cookie, I would say that is a compliment rather than being sarcastic.
Yeah.
You can also call someone a tough cookie as well. A tough cookie just means that they're a tough person. So Shea puts as well, you can teach on Hello. There are private lesson and streams. I'll have to look into that and see what we can come up with. So Andy's made a reply back to Shia. Yeah, brilliant. We would use the word bright spark.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things I hear said as well is sarcastically, is when you're trying to say that somebody is a bit of a bright spark,
Yeah.
you could say something like they're about as bright as a 40-watt light bulb, because
Mm-hmm.
obviously a 40-watt light bulb is not very bright. Thanks for
I
that, Andy.
read.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I read somewhere zero tolerance for brilliant jerks. It's a good one as well. You know, the person who thinks they are too much and they're not.
Yeah.
But brilliant jerks is a good one as well. But I think it's more American. But I read it and I liked it. Zero tolerance for brilliant jerks.
Yeah, maybe I'll look into that. I'll try and read it.
Thank you,
Thank
Ra.
you. Go on, I'll let you take that, Rod.
Go ahead, go ahead. I was just
No, go on, take it.
I was reading under my breath. Thank you, Rod and Gino. I need to leave now for next chat. Take good care, guys. I'm looking forward to more of your work. Bye. It's a
Yeah.
pleasure. Uh, I think we are getting close to the end as well, Gino, right?
Yeah,
Or
we're going to be wrapping up here in the next couple of minutes, but thank you for stopping by, Anya. Have a great day, and we'll see
you're
you soon.
awesome. You're awesome, Anya. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to our channels, please do. Click on that red subscribe button on both
Yeah,
of our
that's right.
channels.
Make sure you keep an eye out for
Yeah,
Sean at 399 English coming back as well. He
of
said
course.
he's going to be back in early August. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for Sean coming back. I know I will be doing.
Yeah, the next episode of Great is going to be on my channel as well,
Yeah,
because
that's
we have
right. Yeah.
the last ones on Gino's channel. Actually, it should be on my channel this month, but Gino kindly um, decided to go live on his channel, and I thank you for that. And before we finish, I would like to say a few words, if you allow me.
Go for it, Rodrigo. Go for it.
I would like to thank everybody here because without you, we wouldn't be making content for you guys because nobody would be watching. And I would like to personally thank you, Gino, a million times for being a great friend, for being a joker as you are, and for being a great mentor to me this all this time that we are friends. And you can count on me for anything that you need, although we are kilometers and kilometers away from each other. We know that we have the phones now and we can text each other. And thank you for teaching me and a lot of things all of this time and being so humble and believing in me, you know, for doing this with you.
Hey, likewise, brother. You teach me a lot as well. So the feeling's mutual. And again, I'd like to also express my gratitude to every person who comes and interacts with us here. It's great to know you all. And like I said, hopefully we in the future, maybe we can do some kind of event or get the community together and we can all meet up and have some good fun. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows what the future holds? Who knows?
Shea wants me to repeat which word.
I'm not sure. That's why I got it up. Not sure.
Maybe that thing that I said, zero tolerance for brilliant jerks, might be that one, right?
Yeah, maybe. Do you want
Zero
me to
tolerance for brilliant jerks. Gino, I
zero
think you can.
tolerance
I think
for?
you can write it down.
Yeah, I'm doing. There we go.
Yeah.
I just posted that in the comments. Andy's laughing. I think he's laughing at the 40-watt light bulb. There's a few things we say. We say Andy will be familiar with this one. When you say somebody's as thick as two sharp planks. I'll write that in the chat actually.
Yeah.
Thick as two sharp planks. Because obviously two sharp planks are pretty thick if you stand them lengthwise. what else have we got? Let's see what else we've got here. Who else has commented? Ivona has come up with a good one there. I've just missed it though. Let me go back and find that. So when we were talking about Bright Spark, Ivona's come up with Smartass, which is the American English version. We wouldn't say that here, but it's correct. It's very, very common in American English. So yeah, that's a really good comment there, Ivona. Thank you. Right, okay. I think, are we ready to wrap up, Rod? We've been going an hour and 6 minutes.
Of course.
Have you got anything you want to say before we end the stream?
No, I just want to thank you again. Thank you for your time, and see you next month with another episode. Great.
See you next month. I think now I know how to use this StreamYard. I think I'm going to try and do some more live streams because I have a new laptop as well now, so I can do them more often. But thank you to everybody who's come and watched today, and we'll see you all soon. Take care. God bless. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, people.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.